Law 9. Learn the rules. Business is the art of extracting money from another man's pocket without resorting to violence. Max Amsterdam. Now, Mr. Pretty Tony, you know the rules of the game. Your bitch just chose me. Goldie from the film The Mac. The Life. When I was a kid, the movie The Mac hit theaters. It was so big that everyone was skipping school just to check out this fly shit. Not that I needed an excuse to skip school back then. It starred my man Max Julian, who was my idol. The Mac was shot in Oakland, California, and it represented real pimping. It changed the whole game. This was the first time the words rules and pimping were mentioned together on a national level. After that, pimps started talking about the rules all the time. The funny thing about this game, though, no one wants to teach you shit. Veteran pimps don't want the young pimps to know anything because that will threaten their pimping. So you have to find out the rules by hook or by crook. I would try to siphon some rules off of the OGs. I hooked up with this one pimp who was a junkie, but he had plenty of respect and game. His name was Ray, and I would catch him when he was high and not really paying attention to what I was up to. I used to catch him off guard a lot and got some real pimping from the dude. Say, Ray, I know how to send a bitch to work. I know there's some unwritten rules. What are they? I asked him. Won't you hit me to what's happening? Man, you can't take another man's bitch without calling him first, he told me in that raspy dope voice. That's called serving him. Can't fight over a hoe. Don't hang out with busters. That's mispimping. He was just rattling off the rules like he had memorized them for a test, and I was taking mental notes. If a pimp is holeless and he's a good pimp, give him a jug, he said. Hook him up. Don't let your bitch hang out with another pimp's hoe, unless you're putting your hoe on that bitch to take her from that pimp. When you're in the presence of other pimps and hoes, make your hoes hold their heads down so they won't be out of pocket. I stopped him. Ray, man, write that shit down for me, I said. Love that shit. He said, man, you can't write this shit down. Suppose you lose it. One of these squares finds it. You're right, I said. Please continue. But it was too late. I had sobered his ass up with my dumbness. The game is to be sold, not told, he said. Stay in it long enough, and you will get from A to Z. Right now, you just got the ABC. When I started in the game, I was fortunate to have a few mentors, like my man JD, who gave Dirty Red to me, take me under their wings and teach me the rules of engagement. How to knock a hoe, how to instruct a hoe, how to build a stable, and so on. But Dirty Red let me in on some trade secrets that I took and ran with. Who better to teach how to pimp a hoe than a veteran hoe herself? She really taught me that this game is won between the ears, not between the legs. It's not about fucking, it's about fucking with the mind. She taught me more than any pimp would. Dirty Red didn't really think about what she was doing when she schooled me in this game. I was only 16 and didn't look like any serious threat. She felt a certain amount of power, me being green and all, and took pleasure and pride in seeing me come up. It reflected well on her, but she created a monster. The ism. You'll hear me say that this is the NPA, not the NBA. This is the National Pimpin' Association, a non-contact sport. The NBA bills itself as non-contact, but there is more pushing and shoving, fighting and carrying on than a little bit. In the NPA, if you come with all that shit, you're out. The worst pimp is a pimp who doesn't know pimping. Pimping is psychological warfare. It's not physical combat. Pimping is a straight mind game. Every game has rules, and you'd be crazy to think you can come into it without knowing them. The best players are the ones who not only learn the rules, but master and manipulate them, and then come up with a few rules of their own. You have to have the ability to move and shake like a chess player. You might make a move today, but what you're really doing is setting yourself up 10 moves ahead.